Now this is straight out of a movie. Welcome to another installment of Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms LLC, P.A.N. Firearms for NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And let's talk about this here. Okay, this was July 7th. What happened here, and this was at Mesa, Arizona, where a police officer took notice of a car that had been following him for quite some time. As a precaution, he went to his station's headquarters, and while the gate was opening, the car pulled up behind him and rammed him through the gate, the opening. As you're going to see from this video, what the officer did, I like I said, straight out of a movie, but you can definitely get a lot of detail here. And let's just go ahead and watch this, because this is going to give better context than I can.
On Thursday, July 7th, 2022, just after 9 p.m., a Mesa police officer working in the area of Morris and University noticed a white SUV driving behind him with its hazard lights flashing. A short time later, the officer was dispatched to a call for service. As he was driving to the call, he realized the same vehicle was continuing to follow him. Unsure of why the SUV was following him, the officer decided to drive to police headquarters, located at 130 North Robson here in Mesa. Here is surveillance video as the officer arrives to the secured gate on the north side of the building. As the gate opens, the SUV rams the back of the patrol car and forced it forward. The officer tells the dispatcher what is happening.
Can you give me the channel? I got someone following me into the jail gate. He just hit the back of my car and he's ran into me.
As the patrol car was being pushed for several feet, the officer rolled out of the vehicle, faced the suspect vehicle, and fired his duty weapon. The patrol car continued down the ramp and collided with a curb. The officer took cover behind a forensics van where he encountered a crime scene specialist, who he quickly ushered out of the way. The crime scene specialist ran for cover and hid behind a pillar in the garage bay. Several other professional staff were also in the area and quickly ran back into the building. The officer then saw a woman, later identified as 39-year-old Tanisha Carter, get out of the SUV and run in a north-northeast direction. This is when the officer fired his duty weapon again. And here is what was captured on surveillance video. As Carter ran, she dropped to the ground and began rolling toward the security gate. Backup officers were able to treat her for her injury until Mesa Fire and medical personnel arrived and took her to the hospital. Carter was treated for one gunshot wound, which at this point in the investigation appears to have been sustained during the first shooting while she was still in her vehicle.
Okay, you heard that and you saw that. I'm going to jump in real quick to this article in the Western Journal. Now, you saw what happened. He exited his car in perhaps the most bad boy's way you could probably imagine, and fired his gun and wounded the person in the vehicle, as you can see from the image of her car with the blood splatter. So he did actually hit her coming out from that position. Now, response has been pretty, positive for the most part, but there's one person that I want to talk about, and it's in this article. As always, I leave this stuff in the description box, but these are obviously from Twitter. And for a few praises, which I don't really have to get into, is the one where it's not very praised. Here it is right here. However, this is Cody Garrett. He's a former Spartanburg, South Carolina police officer, SWAT team member, and Navy veteran. Okay, cool. He's got credentials. He runs a YouTube channel, Donut Operator, focusing on educational police content. Was critical of the officer's tactic. This cop is a whole A-word idiot. Garrett's channel prominently features breakdowns of police actions and officer-involved shootings, so the Western Journal reached out to ask him for his considerable professional opinion based on his years of experience. Now, Garrett responded via Twitter message, quote, he bailed out of the only protection he had while it was moving to no cover where he could have been ran over by his own car, suspect's car, or shot. Literally anything else would have been better tactics. Now, this guy's got all the credentials. He's been a police officer. He's been on a SWAT team. I'm not sure what he did in the Navy, but But the man was being pushed and rammed through the gate. You don't know what they're gonna do next. Okay, being hit by run over his own car would have been kind of hard because he did move away from it. You saw that in the video. Could he have been run over by a suspect's car? Sure, if that was their intentions. Could he have been shot? Sure, he could have been shot at in his own car, where he was saying, obviously he's saying that, that was his only protection. It's hard to say in the heat of, and it's unfortunate this guy's dismissing, the heat of the moment and what was going down right then and there. Could he have acted differently? Yeah. Hindsight's 20/20. You can always armchair quarterback any situation. I don't know what the guy was thinking. I just thought it was just, me personally, like a ballsy move to make. Coming out of a car like that and then shooting and actually hitting what you were shooting at. But you saw that after he made that shot, he took cover and then came up because the car had stopped at that point, the car that was following him. You can see that in the video. So I just wanted to kind of pull that up because I found the whole situation interesting. And it appears from what I've read here in this article, once again, you can read it, the article is in the description box. This woman has some mental problems from what I'm hearing as she was stating, because she claims that the law enforcement, the military, and a group she referred to as the Illuminati are trying to kill her. So she claimed she was trying to get the officer's attention to tell him this information. Kind of a strange way to do it by pushing him through a gate and then ramming his car a few more times after. But everything technically came out well for all involved. But once again, it's easy to armchair quarterback after the fact. Credentials or not. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.